Okay, Rachel Rufrano
Okay.
of the Rufrano Experience.
Yep, that's what it's called.
That's the that's the new name of the group. I'm naming
Yeah.
it now.
Well, my band does call themselves Rufrano Unleashed.
Ooh, that's a good name. Yeah.
And they begged me for their own Instagram. They wanted an Instagram with it's everyone but me in it. Because they always they jam without me all the time anyway. Mostly
Oh
because they
no.
don't know how to jam. And
Yeah.
so now they have their own Instagram.
Oh man, I remember jamming was my favorite thing when I was in high school. Right? I loved to jam, and now I can't fucking stand it. And I don't know what happened. I just hate it.
I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm not like, oh, that's a G.
Yeah.
Can't like I would have to sit there and go like ding ding,
Well,
and
that's awesome.
they're just playing reggae and
Yeah. That's also what I played in
pretty
high
nice.
school.
Huh?
That's also what I played in high school, reggae.
Yeah. They turn all of my songs into reggae songs, so
I've been on a weird vibe where I'm kind of into it.
reggae?
Like, not kind of like I found this one dude on Spotify, and he does like covers of songs
Hmm.
but reggae style,
Okay.
and it's fucking awesome. I will share it with you.
Yeah, share it
It's
with
like
me.
Benny. It's like Benny something. But yeah, he's like this like older. I think it's from the 70s or the 80s.
I do like reggae.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't have to
Well,
defend yourself. It's fine.
yeah, I know. But like to me, reggae is like it's like Christmas music, and I can only listen to it in the summertime. And like
Yeah.
once it's hot, I'm like, oh, I can listen to reggae again. Like you have to
uh,
wait until the proper time to listen to it.
well, reggae was ruined for me very quickly. Also in high school, towards the end of high school, Revolution was a huge band, and they were from Santa Barbara. So, and they're still a huge band. They're fucking massive. And it was like sitting at lunch, and everyone's like, "You going to the Revolution show tonight? You guys gonna go? Are you guys going?" I was like, "I can't leave my house past 10. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be
Yeah.
at home."
Well, I've never heard of Revolution,
Oh, really?
so it must
Oh,
not
thank God.
been that big of one.
Oh, they won a Grammy last year.
Oh, they did? Oh, well, whatever.
It's just it's
I do only like very specific reggae songs. Like
no,
I went
I
to
know,
all
no,
the
no,
Trojan like box sets and like picked, I probably ended up liking
no.
like, five out of each box set.
It's they're bad. It's like white boy reggae. It's fine. I want to collab with them, but only for the clout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's things have been things have been exciting on your end.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
You are releasing an
Yeah.
EP, an
Yeah.
album. What would you call it?
It's an EP. It's a
How many
little
songs is
one.
it?
Just four.
Cool.
And
That's awesome.
one of which has already been online for a few years.
Which patients?
Yes. Good Friends has been online for a while.
Okay,
And
cool.
then yeah, there's three more songs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I watched that jam in the van of patients.
Ugh. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
That's why I was like, oh, okay, that song's been around for a while. Have a lot of these songs kind of been around for a while?
Yeah, because we started recording them in like 2016.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. So it was just this little group of songs I did with Dylan Wood, who plays drums for me also. And he's
Yeah.
like really into like analog synths. So it's
Cool.
like very like kind of synth heavy.
Yeah,
It was sort of like a little collaboration between us
that's
sound
awesome.
wise. So, but he's also like super perfectionist about the way stuff sounds. So
Mm-hmm.
it's been a long time coming, but it sounds
Cool.
really good now. It was
That's
worth the
awesome.
wait.
Uh,
Yeah.
you released another EP like a few years ago. Like, were these songs ready for that moment, or were these songs written after that first EP you put out?
Yeah, I think we were already working on it when that came out. Cause I think that EP came out last year, I think.
Oh,
So
okay.
in 2015, yeah. And then those ones were like from 2015. So yeah.
Mm.
But now I'm trying to get more on a like work on stuff like faster
Releasing it
and
faster,
yeah.
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 It's like absolutely the worst when you just have to like sit and wait on shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and with no like label, it feels like things take 10 times as long.
Yeah, I'm sure if there was like if I had money to throw at everything, it would
Totally.
be like, but you
Yeah,
know,
it took me like 3 months to save up for mixing and mastering because it's just like it just takes longer. Everything takes longer.
yeah.
That's crazy. And these new group these next batch. Oh my god, I am fucked today. I'm not doing a good job. I just got off another phone call, so I've just been like talking a lot right here.
Drink some drink.
Yeah. These new group of tracks, like, what were you listening to when you were making these new songs?
What was I listening to? I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's something that I should have an answer for, right? That's like, I don't know. I feel like
Did you originally envision these tracks being so synth heavy?
No.
Cool. Very cool.
No, I think one of my favorite things about like songwriting is when I play with different people or work with different people and I love them bringing their vision to it because
Yeah.
I'm definitely not like, I'm certainly not going to compare myself to Brian Wilson, but I'm not like Brian Wilson. Like
Yeah,
I don't hear like, oh, this is where the strings are going to come in here
Yeah.
and voices are going to go here. Like, I don't really like hear that kind of stuff. I just kind of hear like what it is like with like a acoustic guitar or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like the sort of like brainstorming part of it where people are like, oh, what about this? And then it's like, oh yeah. And then what if this happens? And then
And
building.
then it starts opening up. Yeah, it
Yeah.
starts opening up that Brian Wilson mind of yours.
Yeah.
It's there.
You know, that's
You
why
just gotta unlock it.
there's a lot of goats on this EP. Yeah.
I've been rewatching Brian, like old performances of Brian Wilson, like on Live Aid. That was pretty
Yeah.
wild because they're all just kind of staring at him, like at the beginning of like, wouldn't it be nice? Like, all right, is he gonna? He's gonna sing when he's supposed to sing, right? And they're all kind of just like watching him, and he nails it.
Oh, I
But,
haven't seen it.
yeah, it's just like a lot of them like really keeping a close eye on him to make sure he's like
Like,
he's
is he
present.
okay? Is he
Yeah.
okay?
Well, because it's Live Aid was 1985, and that's like right in the middle of like. Did you watch Love and Mercy, that movie?
Yeah.
It's like right in the middle of that time, so he was just
The
like
John
controlled.
Cusack time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was John Cusack, yeah. At Live Aid,
Yeah.
kind of just like up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've talked shit about Brian Wilson a lot on this podcast.
Really?
Just because, well, I don't
Weird.
know. The worst person
weird
to come
benefit?
after. I don't know. I'm sure he loves the tour, but he should stop. Like,
Why?
because I saw him in LA and it wasn't good. I'm sure he
Yeah.
loves it though. He loves being on stage, but like he's not playing piano, even though they put one in front of him, and he's not really singing, even though he sings like at the very end. Like,
Yeah.
it makes me feel for him because I love him so much.
I feel like I saw him once and it could have just been like a figment of my imagination, but I was like,
Yeah.
in Long Beach. I don't know why he would be in Long Beach, but there's like this bakery, and I swear to God, I saw him sitting in front of it, just sitting
Could
there.
have been. Yeah, it could have been
Like
him.
maybe like waiting for someone inside. It was like drove by so fast, and I was like, that was Brian Wilson. And I'm like, can't convince myself otherwise.
We probably have the worst members of the Beach Boys living in Santa Barbara. It's like Mike Love lives here, and it's like
Yeah.
you never want to see Mike Love.
Yeah, why isn't that your nemesis?
I don't know. That's a good point, though.
Wasn't it
Brian's-
the same argument people make about like seeing Bob Dylan live?
Oh, really?
Well, I think like my dad told me a story about I think he saw Bob Dylan like not that long ago,
Yeah.
and because he plays everything on like keyboards and stuff.
Hmm.
And he said he said like it was like a minute into the song before he realized he was playing The Times They Are Changing.
Oh shit.
Like, what's happening right now? And it's like, oh, this is like one of the most famous Bob Dylan songs ever.
Yeah.
Right, unrecognizable.
I think he's doing it on purpose though.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
I saw him on
You
some
can do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't care.
exactly. I think he's
Yeah.
like he's always like kind of trolled and fucked with his voice, and I saw him perform live, and not live but like on television, and his voice sounded like complete gravel. But
Really?
then you hear his recordings and he's singing fine. It's like he just does it, I think, to troll. He's the
Yeah.
ultimate legacy artist troll.
Yeah, he's a shapeshifter.
Yeah. That's what I kind of like. I still like about Bob Dylan. They've been putting a lot of stuff on Netflix, like a lot of documentaries about Bob Dylan that I just haven't been able to dig into yet. But
Yeah.
I want to. I can't
He's the-
remember them.
He's the one who, when he dies, that's gonna be sad for me.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I mean, I think like I always liked David Bowie, but like I
Yeah.
don't think I felt like that like soul connection with him the way a lot of people did, because I was just
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's sad, that's sad, obviously, but everyone was just like, no.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, he's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot of his songs, but like,
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
I don't like all of them. I know I don't like all of them.
I like that 80s one with like Modern Love and Dance.
Yeah.
Let's Dance. Yeah. I've been playing that one a lot. But yeah, as far as like a lot of Bowie stuff, I couldn't name a lot of songs to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's at least like a couple, there's at least like 2 songs off of every album. So that's
That's pretty good.
That's consistent. Yeah.
Yeah. We had, remember in 2016 when all the celebrities died and everyone said that was the worst year?
Yeah. Who knew?
This is worse.
Yeah, this is way worse.
This is like way worse.
I hope we're not saying this now and then it'll be like 2022 and we'll be like, remember in 2020 when we thought that
All
was
we
bad?
had to do was stay home?
Yeah.
That's all we had to do. Now we're working. Now we're enslaved
Now
by
Donald
the government.
Trump's king and there's no internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is done. The podcast is over with,
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't get that way, but you never know.
Yeah.
Never know. What else? What what else? That's kind of the beauty of
Bob Dylan. I think that's it. So
yeah, I think we covered all the bases. No, Prince died that year, and so did Maurice White of Earth, Wind, and Fire. And those are the two I think that affected me a little more than David Bowie.
yeah.
I remember my ex being really like so what, like about the whole thing, and I was just like, yeah. I was like really upset by it.
Well, I always think too that whenever somebody dies, like a celebrity dies, I feel like people are really just sad because it's like, not because they're gone, because it's like, I mean, were they really making like really great music anymore anyway?
Yeah.
But I think it reminds everyone of their own mortality, or just like mortality in general, and
and their
when it's a
childhood.
big shared experience. It's like, oh yeah, I feel like the real like deep thing that's happening is everyone going like, oh yeah, we're all gonna die. Like, I feel like that's really sad.
I've had to explain that to a friend who is upset about that label going away. I don't know. I haven't really made any statements about this yet. But
Yeah.
he was really upset and saddened by the whole thing. I was like, dude, you're 30 now. And I get that label represented your 20s because you went to X amount of shows, but like that doesn't change like anything for you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
But,
know. It's like
I mean,
you're
still
associating it
fair,
with your
though.
youth.
That's fair to like mourn your youth a little bit. I
We're
have
still
zero,
young though,
I have zero like connection with.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say it.
Well, you can say it if you want.
Oh, Well, with burger, yeah.
I think I'm filming a podcast where I really go in on it. So I haven't really said
Okay.
anything yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I could even name a band that was on it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Well, I
that
think
wasn't like my uh realm. I don't know what my realm would even is, so.
yeah, I think a lot of people could name a lot of bands off Burger, but it represented like their 20s and going to shows and getting drunk, and now that's being taken away. It's kind of the same thing with the Washington Redskins now that aren't called the Redskins anymore.
Right.
Like all the comment sections are just like, but like it's tradition. It's like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
Yeah, your memories are
sun
being
goes.
erased.
Yeah, you still have your memories. You're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, but was it really worth it for the Washington Redskins? Now they're just the Washington football team because they don't have a name, and I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it's really
That should be their name, right?
well. They're thinking of a new name now, but I think they're gonna play the season as the Washington football team.
That's kind of cool.
I like it. It has
Yeah.
like just their number on the side of the helmet.
Yeah.
But football's not happening anyways. It's not gonna go down. I don't know. I've been worried about that a lot because I during this quarantine I have looked forward to like sports returning because it's like what else is there?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of feeling like it's not gonna happen.
Well, I mean, I don't watch sports really, but
Yeah.
I was watching like a baseball game last night and it was like really creepy because they just have like the cardboard cutouts of people behind them.
And people
like,
are paying for those.
And crowd sound.
Mm-hmm. Did you see someone paid to put Osama bin Laden in the stands?
Did they really?
Yeah.
And then they did it and they printed it out and they put it there.
Yeah. He paid for it. Or they paid for it.
There needs to be an oversight committee
I know.
for those cardboard signs.
One of the comparisons I've always thought when I listen to your music is like a Joni Mitchell or someone like that.
Really?
Do you think that makes sense?
I think that's very nice.
Yeah.
I think that's too nice.
I take it back.
Yeah. I love Joni Mitchell. Yeah.
But like that Downtown Long Beach song, like in particular, like to me has always been like, oh yeah, that's like a Joni track. Right
Well,
there.
it's probably because it's in that like open tuning too.
I know.
Yeah.
But also like your voice. I don't know. Who are your main people growing up?
A lot of people. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, Joni Mitchell was for
Yeah.
sure. I don't know. I guess I feel like it's always just like the super obvious people, like the Beatles and Bob Dylan and
Yeah.
Paul Simon. And my dad listened to a lot of like British invasion music when I was a kid. And my mom always listened to kind of like, I guess like freak folk kind of stuff. She always liked people
Yeah.
with like interesting voices. Like she was always listening to like Tom Waits and Van Morrison and I don't know. I feel like my dad is sort of like a music like buff.
Yeah.
So growing up, I had this really it was floor to ceiling like CDs because
Nice.
he took his vinyl. When CDs came out, I think he was like, this is sonically superior, and he got rid of all of his vinyl and he got all CDs. So I just had this whole wall of music. So when I go over to my dad's on the weekend, I would just go and pick out a CD and then go in my room and like listen to it with my headphones on. And
Nice.
and he had stuff and he had stuff in there that he didn't even necessarily listen to that often. Because that's actually how I found reggae. It was like he had a Bob Marley CD, and I was like, I like this. And he was like, how do you like this? All reggae sounds the same. And I was like, well, you had the CD. And I got really into Led Zeppelin when I was like 13. And then because of that, I like realized that they did all their music came from blues music. So then I got really into the blues, and I bought like this Robert Johnson box set. And
Cool.
and then I feel like I just kind of like, I'm glad that happened because I kind of started with the blues, and then I kind of just started working like forward in chronological order through like recorded music. So I was just like really obsessed with music.
And when did you start playing guitar?
Well, I started playing really young, but then my sister, she hates it when I tell this story, but she smashed the guitar because she was mad at me. And then, so I didn't play again until I was 12.
Did you take lessons?
I took a few lessons here and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like uninterested in theory and scales and all the things, all the work it takes to be an actually good guitar player. And
I'm just learning that stuff now on YouTube.
Yeah, is it helping?
I guess. It's just like putting words to things I already thought. I was like, well, why does this chord sound good with this one? And it just like puts well, that's this scale. I was like, oh, so there's a name for it. It's not just, I think that sounds good.
Yeah, I don't need to know theory to know that.
Yeah, I don't need to know.
See that D sounds like it's going to tie it up in a nice little bow. Yeah.
That's all it does is it puts like, oh, there's a name for that, and this is what it's called. I'm like, okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, me and my friend, do you know Dustin Lovelace?
Yeah.
So Dustin also doesn't really like know all that theory stuff. And I was talking to him once about like sometimes when our like bandmates who are like really interested in that stuff will be like, oh, like that's interesting. You did a this to it. I can't even make up the language, but like,
yeah.
You did a this to the that and a oh, crazy. Like, how'd you think of that? And I'm like, don't you feel like sometimes when someone says that, like, yeah, I guess I'm just like secretly a genius. Like,
yeah. I cracked this code without doing any work.
Yeah, it's just like it's just a beautiful mind up here. Like, I don't know.
What can I say? I'm just a genius.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Are you originally from Long Beach?
Pretty much. Like since I was 5, but only on the weekends. From Long Beach on the weekends.
How? Explain that.
Okay. So my parents were divorced when I was very young.
Yeah.
I've always had 4 parents, like since I could remember. So my mom and my stepdad were they're in Westminster. That's where half of my childhood was, or whatever. And then my dad's always been in Long Beach. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you'd spend the weekends over here in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would spend the weekends with my dad in Santa Barbara. My mother also lived in Santa Barbara, and we would just go to the movies every weekend because he didn't know what to do with us.
Oh.
So like, there's like a big gap from like, I don't know, 2000 to 2008 where I've watched every movie.
Yeah.
The worst movies, and like we somehow miss like some of the really big ones. Like I've never seen The Matrix, but I've seen the third
I've never
Matrix.
seen Matrix.
Really?
Yeah. And everyone's like, you would love it.
Like, I saw the third one though.
Oh.
And it made 0 sense.
Yeah.
Because I still haven't really seen them. So.
Yeah.
But
if we wanted to see it, we would have seen it by now.
I guess so. My dad used to take me to drum lessons though, and that's the only thing I've taken lessons for. And like, did that make me a better drummer? I guess it like taught me how to read music, which like I don't even do anymore.
But I think like drumming, and I can't drum.
Yeah.
To save my life, like at all. And I think it just involves so much coordination. So it probably gave you some coordination.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that makes sense. I guess there's a silver lining there. Cool. And then so you learned how to play guitar at 12, really. When did you start writing songs immediately, or is that something that came later?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just stupid stuff that like little kids write.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that was like the first thing I did. You know, I grabbed the guitar. I was like, well, if I'm going to play this, I'm here to write songs. So it's like,
that's like the point, right?
I don't want to like shred. Like I never learned how to shred, you know. So
I think I tried to, like when I was like 13, 14, 15, I think I was more interested in it. Like I would get like those guitar magazines
Yes.
and what I wanted to make a playlist of like all these songs that like I feel like they're like obligatory like teenager guitar songs, like
Yeah.
Eruption by Van Halen and like Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix, like all these songs that are sort of like, this is what guitar playing is,
Yeah.
you know? Because I think I was trying to learn like a Jimi Hendrix song and I was like probably like 13 or 14 and I was like almost gonna cry. And my mom's like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, I can't play this song. She's like, people try their whole lives to play like Jimi Hendrix. You're not gonna figure it out right now when you're 13 years old. And I was like, oh, that's a good point.
A little
I was like, I don't want to
perspective is
try my
nice,
whole
yeah.
life to sound like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, I went through a Jimmy phase too, and it didn't last long. I don't know.
He's still good.
He's awesome, but like,
Yeah.
I can't do it. But you know,
No.
you find
No,
someone who
yeah.
can. I guess you know.
Yeah.
That's been you know. Did you have a lot of friends growing up who played music? Was it hard to find bandmates growing up? People to play with?
Yeah, I did not have any bandmates growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't actually like, I feel like this sounds like sad whenever I say it, but it's like actually not, I don't mean it to, wasn't sad to me.
Okay.
But I didn't really have like in high school, like I didn't really have any friends.
Mm.
I know it sounds sad, but
That's
I had
all right.
a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend all through high school.
That's cool.
And that was pretty much it. And then my sister, hang out with my sister.
Oh, that's cool. So
Yeah.
when did you start like, you know, pursuing playing live and performing?
I didn't perform till I was 23.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it just felt like it's time.
I just thought it was this, I always daydreamed about it, but I just thought it was the scariest thing that you could possibly ever do.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't, I still think about like the first time I played and I was like, I don't know how I did that. How I
Yeah,
like broke that seal. It was so scary.
Where did you play?
I played at this like house in Garden Grove called The Cabin.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
A house show.
A house show. Yeah.
That's the best way to to break that
yeah.
fear. You look back and it's kind of like an irrational fear, do you think? Or do you think do you think it lived up to your biggest fears?
I mean, nothing ever does really.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's when I just realized like when you do things that scare you, it's like really rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I guess it's not that scary once you start doing it because you kind of like black out a little bit. Like you don't like.
Totally.
I mean, I still will get nervous before shows now, and then as soon as I'm playing, I'm not thinking about it.
You're kind of just focused on playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely like, I was 14 when I played my first show, and I was like crippled with anxiety and fear. And as soon as the show started, it like all went away. And I don't really deal with like anxiety, or I don't get nervous before shows like ever now. And
Really?
That goes with like anything in life. I don't know, it like cured it. I was
Maybe you're missing the like fear gene or something.
well, it went away. I had it right before that show.
Oh.
And I was like, and then I hit the drum and it went away, and I just haven't dealt with it since.
You cured yourself.
Yeah, it was like exposure therapy, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what's the scariest thing you can do? Okay, go play in front of. We played a cheerleading competition. We were like the backing band at I was like 14.
What did you guys play?
We played like goofy instrumentals.
Okay.
And then at the end, when everyone left, the guy said, "You guys can play some songs of your own if you want." And we had 3 songs, and we played 3 songs, and it was brutal.
Brutal?
I was like, oh, but I felt really good after it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, our songs were terrible. We were bad, but yeah. And everyone had left, so we played in front of like 10 people.
Yeah, that still happens to me sometimes, so.
Well, yeah, same.
Dude, I love playing bad shows, though.
What? Why?
It makes me feel real.
Oh, my God.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it makes me feel like like I don't know, it's like almost like the shittiness of it. Like it's just like this sucks, but then like you're there with your band and you're just like, oh, we're all
We're
experiencing
all, yeah,
shittiness together, and we're just gonna be like, fuck it, whatever, like just play, doesn't matter.
yeah,
And then it's like
that's true.
fun. Yeah.
That's true, because then all the pressure's gone. It's like, you know
Yeah.
what? Now we're just having fun.
Yeah.
It gets less fun when you're on the opposite side of the country, and
Oh
you're
yeah.
in fucking Asheville, North Carolina, and no one's at this show, and you're like, fuck, we didn't get a lot of money. Time to drive to Virginia, like next.
I still haven't done a tour.
Oh, you got a tour. Well, you don't
Yeah.
have to, but you could.
Well, I don't know how I would do that now.
Well, yeah, now would not work out.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have less venues in general after this, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be even harder. And house shows, I think house shows will come back though. So not that they ever left, but like more people, I think, will be eager to throw a show at their house.
I feel like there's been less, well, I don't know if there's been less house shows or if I've just gotten older and I just don't
Yeah,
go to house
get invited.
shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely don't get invited anymore.
It's not going to things now isn't really like personal anymore. It's just sort of
Yeah.
like you can't take it personally. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
how
true.
comfortable do you feel
Exactly.
exposing yourself or being exposed to other people? You don't know where everyone's been or what their protocol is.
Seriously,
Yeah.
Santa Barbara's been pretty. We've been pretty good on the numbers, but you never know. Still, you never know.
Yeah.
I had a DJ gig cancel on me because one of the guests got COVID-19, and I was like, "Oh, thank God I didn't go."
Yeah. Just one of the
freaked out.
guests?
Yeah, so they canceled the whole party.
Oh. I feel like
Yeah.
they usually do that when like an employee gets it.
Oh, this is kind of like that.
Or that's what they're doing down here, I guess.
Oh, really?
I think if it's like if two or if, I don't know if it's two or if it's three employees get it, then they have to shut down.
How have things been in Long Beach in regards to the COVID?
I mean, I live across the street from a bar,
Yeah.
and so if I'm just judging by looking out my window, it's like people don't care at all.
Yeah, okay.
It's just
Oh,
drunk.
no.
People are just packed out. I mean, it's everything has to be outdoors, but it's just like packed out. No one's really wearing masks. They're all yelling. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we live upstairs from like a cafe too. So in the mornings, there's just
Yeah,
people out
people are-
there.
Whoa.
I just feel like there's like a cloud of coronavirus outside my window at all times.
Yeah, it's probably best if you don't leave the house.
Yeah.
I haven't really left. I left like actually drove an hour yesterday out of Santa Barbara and got
Yeah.
a turntable fixed in Santa Maria, and I was very paranoid the whole time. It's like
Really?
it's like you're going somewhere else, and for some reason I think going anywhere else is like more dangerous because I don't know. I don't know the environment very well.
Yeah.
It's like I know in Santa Barbara people are taking it serious, but I don't know if they're taking it serious up there. So I was just like very paranoid.
Yeah. Well, I like a month ago or a month and a half ago, we went camping up in Big Bear.
Yeah.
And just driving down like the Main Street area was just like so packed. And the grocery store, nobody was wearing masks.
Wow.
It was just
See,
like, I
it's
mean,
like-
we're going out in the middle of the woods, but we still had to go into town to like be around people. And it was just
Totally.
like horrible.
Yeah, it's tough when you go into a new town and it's like you guys aren't taking this as serious as I'd like, so I
Yeah.
have to leave. That's how I feel, at least.
Yeah. I've been
That's
doing
crazy.
I've been doing like outside hangs. So
Oh,
we have
that's cool.
like a group. We have like a group of friends that's like under 10 people that we just have seen through this whole quarantine, and we'll just like sit outside, distanced, and just like drink and hang out.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's sort of
Did you
like-
shoot your new music video before all the shutdowns?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
The music video was also done like 2 years ago.
Oh, really? Oh, dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
It was in a very
Now,
long,
okay, now
process. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask why.
Yeah. I think it was just, Dylan wanted it to be mixed a certain way, and he was getting new equipment, and he was like, no, I got to mix it with this now. And so it was just in the works for a long time. But that's why I put that song up 2 years ago, because that's when I thought I was like,
gonna come out
soon. Single out, and then you put the EP out, and then
yeah. People, Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely have done that before when I like played a song on something, and I was like, well, shit, the record's not gonna come out for a while.
Yeah.
Well, all right, it's out.
Yeah.
A version of it's out. Like,
yeah, I just have like a single that's just been like dangling there.
What was your experience with the jam in the van? Sorry, you don't have to spill any tea, but that group has never invited me, and I've even asked several times. I've never done them.
Okay, I guess yeah. So I should feel good that I even got one.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
We were playing Music Tastes Good, and not only was that my first festival that I ever played, but I think it might have been the first festival I ever even went to.
Oh, cool.
And then I was so nervous, even though we were one of the first bands playing, and there was really no one there when we played. It was like the most nervous I'd ever been for anything. And as soon as we were done, it was just like, I felt like every bone in my body just like, relaxed. Like I'd been so nervous for so long. And then I was like, I'm gonna start drinking. I'm like, let's go. Like, and then there's like free beer everywhere. And I was just like drinking. I was drinking IPAs, which I don't even drink. Drinking IPAs, and they're like, oh, you ready for the jam in the van? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Go in there. And I just felt like I sucked so bad.
Oh, no.
They sent it. No, I think they posted online, and I was like such a diva about it too. And I was like, this sounds like shit. You have to remix it. Like, this can't be on here like this.
Yeah.
Add like some reverb to my voice or something.
Yes.
It's awful.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, all right. And then I like read some comments, and the comments were like cringy.
Oh no,
like,
don't.
Doesn't anyone know how to sing anymore? And I was just like, it's true.
The trolls have fed in.
Yeah, because it would have been different if I was like, dude, this sounds good. I'm stoked on this. And then people were like, fuck this. And I've been like, well, whatever. Not everyone's going to like it. But I was just like, they're right.
They're right. Oh no.
Like I could be that person who's just like, I agree with you.
You should comment on there. Yeah, I agree. I think the mixing was not great.
I think my voice sounded bad. And
but, you don't want to come off as the person making excuses, but you could put that, I'm making excuses right now.
Yeah.
Here are my excuses.
Yeah. No, I need to not do that. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I want to look at the comments so bad. Because I look at comments for things all the time. Like
I know it's your instinct.
Yeah, I get angry looking at other people's comments.
Oh, that's why I've been like backing off of social media lately. I can't.
Yeah,
I started a fake Twitter account.
You did?
Yes, an argue account where I argue political shit with trolls and people on Twitter.
That sounds so stressful.
I know it is, but like when I was engaging with people on the Dante Elephante account, like it doesn't look right or feel right because I don't want them to like look at my shit I'm posting.
Yeah.
So I started a troll account where I can engage. I told my 17-year-old sister. She's like, "Oh yeah, I have one too." I was like, "What?" And I'm starting to realize a lot of Twitter is just troll accounts and fake accounts, and people are just on there just to fight with each other.
Yeah. Dude, you're part of the problem.
I know. I wish I was above this shit, but I'm not.
Well, what about TikTok?
I love TikTok.
I know. You're one of the few people on TikTok.
I go on TikTok to get away from everyone else.
Yeah.
That's why I feel nice. It's like, oh, no one's on here. I just send shit to you. I send shit to my girlfriend. Like I tell like a couple other friends.
You like the weirdest videos.
I know.
I think my videos are more like America's Funniest Home Videos style.
I love the obscure. I love the videos that have like one like. And it's like some dude like filming himself in this like really unattractive angle. And he's just like, I'm looking for girls, you know, like something weird, like, you know, like a weird dude on TikTok.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The cringe. I go for the cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be taken away soon.
You think so?
Well, it's like a Chinese spy app or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like collecting all our data.
Any different than Facebook and all the Twitter collects our data? I don't know.
Zoom.
I'm not putting my account, my credit card. I put my credit card information on Facebook, and I haven't done that on TikTok. So
you did?
Facebook has, well, yeah, for Facebook ads and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They have all that information.
That's true.
I don't know.
I wanted to delete my Facebook, but I feel like that's the only way my family contacts me.
There's a big push to get off Facebook right now. I feel that way too, but it's led me to some like gigs, like work related kind of social media gigs and stuff like that. So it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I need it still. I tried a Twitter promotion, like doing an ad on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it invited every troll.
Really?
So I wouldn't advise doing an ad on Twitter.
Okay. I looked into ads on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like $500,000 or something.
No.
Or not that much, but it's like,
a lot.
Very, very ridiculous. Like you need to see, because I like see ads on TikTok sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, a lot of people would see this, you know, this ad. And it's like,
that makes sense. That's great strategy. But if
it's very expensive.
The Twitter one starts at $50. So I was like, oh, well, $50. Let's try it. And then it's just like, people being like, why is this being promoted to me? And then like someone was like, I'd rather not listen to this. I was like, okay, just don't comment. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And that's kind of the nice thing about, unfortunately, the nice thing about Facebook is you can target it by people who like your project already. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't stress me out. You don't invite the trolls because, you know, you can target them.
My friend put the music video on Reddit, and I also made the mistake of looking at the comments on there too.
Oh no!
But they actually they actually weren't even that bad. There was just one person, and I can't stop thinking about it. And they were just like, "Great!" They're just like, "Sounds like every other indie artist."
Oh
and
my
I was just
God.
like. And I'm just like, well, it doesn't all. I'm like in my head, I'm like, does it all sound like this? Like, yeah, it's like this is like a synthy pop song, but like you should listen to other songs.
Yeah, but like even then, I think you took some interesting turns in the verse with melody and chords that I think makes it more unique than a lot of other pop songs.
That's what I should have said.
I know, but.
No, I'm not going to say anything to that. I really need to like not, like when I listen to like Conan, you listen to Conan O'Brien's podcast?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he talks a lot about how like he doesn't read any review things and I was like, okay, I think I need to do that too. I think if someone writes something, I need to not read it.
Yeah. It's definitely for the best. Like, and don't look at the thumbs up, thumbs down thing on YouTube either.
Oh yeah. I did get some thumbs down on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was like,
people just do it. Like,
didn't like this enough. Have you ever given a thumbs down to something?
I rarely give things thumbs up. I like don't even look at that feature.
I don't do thumbs at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let alone a thumbs down. That's why, you know what, I have this like thing that it doesn't really happen anymore, but when I would go out and like get drunk, I had this thing for a while where I'm going to do good Yelp reviews when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everyone's like really down to write like bad reviews for people. Like, these people fucked up my order. I'm like, I'm going to write good reviews and like point out like people like give this guy a raise. And then one time so I ran into this guy at a bar and he was just like, hey, you wrote that Yelp review and mentioned me. And like the whole like staff was like giving me props and I was like, wow. I was like, I don't even remember doing that.
No. I was blacked out for that review.
Yeah. Well, not blacked out, but I was
I know. Yeah.
But it was like he like fixed my shoe. Like my shoe, like the sole of my shoe came off and he went and got me glue. And I was just like,
that's pretty good.
You should write a Yelp review for.
Yeah, that's not something you find on the menu.
Yeah.
That's like the extra.
Yeah. That's just true.
You are helping
customer service.
Your Long Beach economy greatly by leaving good reviews.
Yeah.
I've only written reviews for companies I had interest in, like I was working for, so don't read any of my Yelp reviews.
Okay.
It's like the nastiest bar, and I was like, this place is awesome. I had a great fucking time. Like, nope, I'm just working for them. Don't listen to me.
I've done some reviews like that too.
Yeah.
Where I'll give you $20 if you write a good review for my company. Like
sure.
Friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what's about the.
They go buy you a drink.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of that stuff matters. Like some of the stuff I've noticed on Instagram too, like if the comments section starts going off, I feel like that pops up in a lot more people's feeds too. And I notice the stuff that I post on Instagram, if it doesn't get a lot of comments quick, it's fucked. Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe I'm also shadow banned. I think I'm shadow banned on Instagram.
Really? Why?
I think because I posted like a clip of this DJ thing I did on YouTube that had copywritten music in it.
Oh.
And they're like, nah.
I used to get stuff taken down all the time for putting music on it.
Yeah.
I even had like a video in my story with music behind it, and they were like, you can't use this song. I'm like, in the background.
They can get upset. I think they shadow banned me. I don't know. That's just my conspiracy, my paranoia.
Yeah.
Because when things don't do well as well as I think they should on Instagram, that's where my mind goes. But I'm working on just posting and walking away, and whatever it gets, it gets. It's not a competition. It's just posting shit.
Yeah, and I don't think that Instagram even like doesn't like translate to real life anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like say, you post something, you're like, I have a show on Friday, and it gets like a bunch of likes.
Yeah.
Those people who all liked it aren't coming to the show.
That's true.
They just saw it and double tapped the photo.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's definitely hasn't equated. Like I posted about a podcast maybe like last month, and they got like 250 likes. I was like, whoa. And then I looked, and the views are the same as they've always been. Like it didn't. It didn't equate to more views. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I have a mixed relationship with Instagram, because that's also like what I'm doing for a job right now. It's like running bars and restaurants like Instagram accounts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Social media marketing, man. That's like people need it.
Yeah.
Try to
just doing like the basic stuff, but
it's enough just to keep a business's like appearance that it's active, because a lot of those accounts that you see that, if they're not posting often, it's like, is this place even open? Like they haven't posted in like a month or two.
Yeah, I know. I should hit them up, be like, you need someone?
That's what I always do.
Yeah,
I'll go on Yelp, and then I'll go look at their Instagram, see if they're doing anything, and then that's how I send them an email. Yeah, I'll send them an email doing that.
Wait, have you been doing that too?
That's what I've been doing most of my 20s, is social media marketing.
Oh, I didn't even know that. How did I not know that?
Oh, I kept it on the low. I don't know.
Tricks.
Yeah, all the tricks.
Yeah, maybe not on a podcast, because it's probably be really boring to listen to.
It will attract a lot of like Gary V. Do you know Gary V?
No.
Oh, he's like this like motivational talker who also does social media marketing, and he's like huge on TikTok, and he's just about the hustle and the grind, and like
now I'm gonna look him up.
Oh yeah, I will send you his TikToks. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, and I finally connected my phone number to my TikTok. So because I was getting like you and my sister send me stuff, and then I would like try and respond. I had to wait like 30 days for an old account to delete.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you posting? Have you posted your music video on TikTok yet?
No, I posted like a snippet a while ago. Could do it again though. It's a
Yeah.
surprising amount of like views on TikTok.
That's what I'm telling people. Like, some things just blow up for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I'll try it. Yeah. But mostly it's just every
Try it.
Sunday night. We live across the hallway from our friends. Or do you know JP?
Yes.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
I
he
met
lives
him.
across the hallway. And then so on Sunday nights we'll like watch all of my favorite TikToks.
The curation of the week.
Yeah.
Like you're a fucking art installation, you know?
Well, it's just like, well, I used to get like stoned with my mom and watch America's Funniest Home Videos. So
Yeah, this is kind of
it's
like
just
the
like
new.
a pastime. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the little Asian boy Gray who says "Thank you, Mama" when his mom gives him food? That's like one of my favorite accounts.
Our kid's doing it too. Like it's like when he's like an adult living with his mom, and it's like a grown
Yeah,
man
yeah.
who looks kind of like him, and he's just like, "Thank you, Mama." It's like really
Yes.
creepy.
I love that little kid. My girlfriend showed me him. He's great. I love that
Yeah.
kid. TikTok's been cool though. I really like and people will use your songs too. If you put your
Yeah.
music on TikTok. I've had a few people like use it for sounds in their videos.
Ooh.
So that's valuable as well. Because if
True.
they blow up, you blow up.
And then you turn into a TikTok dance.
I
And
may have one
then-
of those saved on my camera roll right now that I am not going to post.
That Drake song that he like made specifically for TikTok.
Just for TikTok, yeah.
I think that's kind of dumb.
I think people saw through that. I'm sure it
Yeah.
did great numbers, but it was like anyone who's actually a fan of Drake was like, that song sucks.
Yeah, and everyone who's an actual fan of TikTok was like, that dance sucks.
Yeah, we don't
There's
want to.
no clap. Where's the
we don't-
clap?
Yeah. Where's
You
the
don't have a
little?
TikTok dance if you don't clap.
Yeah, you need a little like head
Horizontally.
thing. Yeah.
You need this, and you need a clap, and that's it.
So I'm assuming there's a lot of dance videos in your camera roll on your phone.
No,
Oh, okay. Just sitting there ready to get dropped.
no, I can't
One
dance.
after the
I can't even dance with my hands. So
I filmed myself dancing for this like video. I've been like filming just all my videos on my own.
yeah.
And I filmed myself dancing and I was like, wow, I'm really bad. I didn't think I was that bad.
Sometimes bad dancing is really good.
That's true. I just slowed it down. So now it's slow-mo. So it looks like I'm doing something.
Not dancing.
Yeah, it looks like I'm having like a stroke or something. Which is better for me, I think. It's a better
Yeah.
vibe than my actual terrible dancing. But yeah, I haven't decided when to put that out yet, but hopefully soon.
I do regret not dancing though.
Like growing up?
Like looking back on like life as it was before the pandemic, and I was thinking to myself like I should have like
The
it's
big
like
regrets.
a Hopi dance song or something.
Oh
It's like,
my God.
Because sometimes when I watch other people dance, like even when I watch people who are bad at dancing and they're just like having a good time, I'm like that looks fucking cool. Like they're
Yeah.
just having a good time. Like that.
And
to
now
me
you're
is
just
cool.
like, now you're just watching Dirty Dancing and like crying in your room. That's why I picture.
I literally just watched Dirty Dancing yesterday for the first time.
Hold on, I think you're frozen.
Now,
Ooh, I think you're frozen. Hello? Hello,
I can
hello?
see you.
Hello, hello, hello?
Oh, great. Should I
Okay,
move?
now she's moving. Oh, wait. Okay,
Now it's working?
I can hear you again, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Hey, hey! Uh,
I think he has headphones in.
that's all right.
Joel, I have to move in here.
What?
Because of the internet.
That's fine.
But yeah, I just watched Dirty Dancing for the first time
It's pretty good.
yesterday. It was pretty good. And I watched St. Elmo's Fire, and no one told me that was the stupidest movie
What's that one
of
about?
all time.
What's that one about? Frozen again. Okay. All right.
It's free. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. Wait, what's St. Elmo's Fire about?
Oh my god. I don't even want to explain it. It's so stupid.
Okay.
I feel like this is going to keep freezing. Is
It might. I don't know. It might. All right. Well, we're having some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're back and going. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I changed it to the 5G network.
Oh shit. Are you Joel? No. Yo man, how are you?
Good man, how are you?
Very good, very good.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, just
Perusing the internet?
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing too important right now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. You guys done? You're still going.
We're still recording.
Yeah, we're recording. It's
Okay,
happening.
cool.
This is part of it. I don't edit because I don't want to.
Dude, don't edit. You don't need to.
Yeah, it needs to be raw
Needs to be
and
real.
and real. That's what we are. Gritty, raw, real.
We're
What,
just so
what
real.
episode is this? How many episodes are you at?
This one will probably be 28.
Damn.
Running through them, man. At first, I was like, I don't want to do this through Zoom. I like doing them in person, but
Yeah.
it's what we have to do now. So now I've leaned in and committed.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we could do an in-person one.
Yeah, I definitely wrote out like a long list at the beginning of the year, and like both of you were on it, and I was like, oh, maybe we'll set up a spot in Long Beach, and then we'll like get everyone like who's been releasing records, and then I can go to San Diego and like take this thing on the road.
Yeah.
And then it didn't happen. So but that was my goal. Like I bought like a portable the Zoom H6, so that's how I record all my audio, and so I don't have to bring a laptop. Like a lot easier.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe next year.
You could just do, some like outdoor, like long, really wide shot.
Oh yeah, like in a park.
We're far away from each other.
Totally.
Like what? Can't
I definitely have thought about that. I've done a few in a park, but other than that, in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew.
Well, don't let me interrupt.
That.
Don't interrupt, Joel.
Sorry, you did. Sorry.
What else? What were we just saying before that? Oh yeah, St. Elmo's Fire,
Oh,
Dirty
yeah.
Dancing, TikTok.
And I made Joel watch my favorite movie last night. And even though we've
Which
been
one's
together,
that?
it used to be sort of like my barometer for like, should I even be dating you? But we've been together for over 5 years.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I guess you better like it. But Hamlet 2.
Oh, okay.
And,
I haven't seen it.
And I was talking to my friend from college about, she was like, yeah, I waited until I got married to show it to my husband.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't like it, I would have had to break up with him.
Oh shit. Now, yeah, it's probably safer because if he disliked it, now you're just kind of.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Can't get it.
What's that movie? What's it about? Hamlet 2? It's like the sequel to Hamlet.
It's a sequel to Hamlet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Steve Coogan, first of all.
Okay. Yeah. Start there. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's but an American movie. But it's like an inspirational teacher movie. It's like a parody of an inspirational teacher movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like a drama teacher, and funding for drama gets cut. And then he decides to write his own play, and he writes a sequel to Hamlet. And
Cool.
Yeah, and then the story is based around that.
And then hilarity ensues.
It's
Is it a comedy? Is it a dramedy? What is it?
It's definitely a comedy, but there are... Well, there's like a line movie where he says his life is a parody of a tragedy, and I feel like that's kind of a perfect
description of the movie.
Description of what the movie is. It's like it's a parody of a tragedy.
That's cool. Yeah. I gotta watch that one. Where can you watch it? Where can I stream it anywhere?
We rented it on Amazon.
Cool.
It was $3.99, but you know it's worth a lot more than that.
Yeah. Consider yourself lucky to get such a steal on a classic film. That's awesome.
Mean, yeah, I still remember the first time I watched it. Like I've probably seen that movie like 50 times.
Wow.
And I remember the moment that I watched it because it was like when Blockbuster was going out of business.
Oh yeah.
And my friend brought it because we would just get stoned and watch movies, and she brought that one, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember seeing trailers for this. It looked really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it on, and I was just like, hi, but I was like, this movie is genius.
Yeah.
I was like, you got to get in here right now. This movie is crazy.
That's awesome.
So good, though. Yeah.
Man, I really took advantage of the final days of Blockbuster. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really came up on some great DVDs. I think I bought a whole season of Seinfeld for like pretty cheap.
Well, and they were doing a thing where you rented the movie, and if you didn't return it, they were like, it's yours now.
And it's like, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. Like, oh, I think I bought it.
You know, the whole Blockbuster thing only lasted like 15 years. Or like maybe less than 15 years.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know, growing up, I was like, oh, this is just a thing, Blockbuster. And it's like, no, it was really a short-lived business.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah, it
like
didn't
a big
last
part
very
of
long.
Childhood.
Yeah, and it was only the 80s and the 90s and like a little bit of the 2000s with the DVDs, but
yeah,
didn't even finish the 2000s.
Yeah.
So crazy.
I guess once I started having video games in there.
That's like the only reason I went to get.
I know. My mom would like go around and I would play like they had like Pokemon. What's that game where you take pictures of Pokemon?
Oh yeah, Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. You're like, I'm just gonna be here.
Someone told me they're making that for the Switch. I don't know how true that is.
I don't have a Switch. I think that would be bad news if I did.
Oh yeah, we've been thinking about it because my girlfriend wants to play Animal Crossing. So it's like we've been considering that purchase.
It seems like, you know, it's a catch-22 with Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Oh really? I've never played.
Well, it seems like everyone who plays just gets obsessed with it.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Could be a good thing though. I don't know.
I'm not good with that kind of stuff. Like we played Stardew Valley have you played Stardew Valley? It's like where you have like a plot of land and you have to grow. It's like you have to grow these like flowers and fruit, and you have to clean this area up. It's like there's not really objectives. It's rather just like making your area look nice.
Isn't that what Animal Crossing is?
I guess. But if it is, then that sounds addicting.
Yeah.
Because we did get into that at the beginning of the quarantine.
I play this game called Redecor.
What's that?
It's like you decorate rooms. But the rooms are already made. It's just everything is just completely white, and then you have to pick the fabric and the carpet and the tile and the drapes. And the paint.
Have you seen the debates on Twitter about minimalist versus maximalist decor?
No, but that's interesting to me.
It's going down.
There's wide debate. They both have their place. They both are cool.
People are upset with the minimalist decor because of the grays and like they think it looks boring and ugly.
No, it's like relaxing and clean and it's like rich. Like minimalism is like rich.
Totally. And I think that's why there's such a big pushback on it, because people are like, oh, why do we want to be like bougie and whatever. But I like minimalism, but I also love color. I don't know. Do you have to decor your whole house in dark blues and grays?
No, but
That's what
that's the cool thing about if you like maximalism, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, chaos.
You pick things that you like, and then when you put them all together, it's just gonna look like your style. Was that you? You had a TikTok where it was like your new mouse pad.
My god, yeah, my minimalist
like,
mouse pad.
This is like so minimalist. I just like really love minimalism, and then you like pan over and your room is like super messy.
Fuck, that was a bad week. I literally started cleaning after I did that TikTok.
I'm glad you have that to that time capsule of it then.
You just like get like, I don't know, maybe it's depression or something, but like I just stopped caring.
Yeah.
In the middle of this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably depression. But I kind of just stopped caring and was just throwing things everywhere, and I kept buying things on Amazon, then the boxes are filling up in my room, like, oh, I should probably take these out.
Yeah.
And I've midway through I finally did, yeah. But then also there's
a mini pile of boxes by the doorway right now.
See? But then there's a part of me that's like, ooh, but what if I got like a new bed frame? That would inspire me to clean this room. And then it didn't.
Oh. It
but
didn't
like
inspire you?
It inspired me to clean that corner where the bed frame went, which has pushed everything over here behind me.
Okay. Now you need to buy something for that corner too.
Yeah, something needs.
Yeah.
Just keep buying things until the trash gets like pushed out.
Yeah. Just keep buying things that you like respect. This
more
in the space that they're in, and then you have no choice but to clean.
Oh my god, this mouse pad and all this stuff. I watched one YouTube video of this guy's setup, and I went and bought like everything in his setup. And now, I don't know. I don't have a room like his now. I just have a desk like his now.
Yeah.
I thought it'd make me happy. It turns out things don't make you happy.
I know. I mean, they keep trying to convince us of that. We keep trying.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep trying to buy things to make me happy, even though it never works.
I know. That's how it always works, man. Just constantly buying gear. And then my YouTube videos are just like gear reviews, because I'm like, oh, well, maybe that piece of gear will make me happy. And just like, maybe that pedal. Maybe that's the pedal I need.
I don't know anything about pedals.
Really?
Yeah.
That's been my latest. That's been like maybe the last 2 years of YouTubing, like pedals. And then I had to like learn how to click them, and like click them at the right point.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm used to just like clicking them and leaving them on. But now I'm like, oh, certain songs need certain tones, and I should probably click them off now.
I feel like this is a Joel conversation, maybe.
You gotta get your pedal dance down.
I know, man. I feel like I try and click them and then I tip over, like, oh shit, my center of gravity's fucked.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a whole workout in and of itself.
Yeah, it's like a whole new instrument in its own.
Yeah, we're doing a we're gonna play through
a workshop.
Our whole record that's coming out soon, and I was like, man, I need to like write down like some reminders of when to turn on and off pedals for different parts. Because like sometimes it's like, oh shit, I forgot to change that setting. Now we're already playing the song. It's too late.
Yeah. And did you guys have that experience while recording where you're using new sounds and you're like, oh shit, I probably need to recreate that one live.
Take a photo of it.
Yeah.
Good call.
Ooh. That happened to me after we did our first record. We like Rado had all these different sounds. And I was like, I don't have any of these pedals. Like, how am I going to do this? And that's kind of where it started. But then again, like I even talked to him about this. Like, do people really want to hear like a recreation of the record live, or do they want to just see you live?
Yeah, I think they just want to see you live.
Yeah.
I think they want to hear, maybe if they like a certain part, they're like, I just want to hear that part. Well, think about when you go see a band play.
Yeah. I saw Radiohead in 2008 and they sound exactly like the record, which is awesome. But like also I didn't really get a new experience. I just saw them play their record.
Yeah. Then it's like, I could have just listened to that at home then.
They sound, yeah, I guess there's something impressive about sounding just like the record, but also you want something new live.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Me?
Yeah, what do you look for when you're...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it should sound like the record.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like that's boring.
When you when you guys start playing live again, are you gonna change up some stuff or?
I mean, we definitely can't recreate a lot of the stuff that we put on the recordings because Dylan used like a chroma and like some really big like synths that
That just don't
aren't
make
worth
sense.
lugging around for one song or for one part, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll probably just make Joel do something on guitar instead.
But then again, that in itself is a new experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are the things I think about all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guitar pedals.
And gear, watching gear videos. Yeah.
Maybe I should watch some gear videos because
They're super nerdy.
I think I'm really not going to though, because whenever I'm around like people who talk about gear, I just like I tune out. Like I don't even.
Yeah.
You guys were just talking about something. I was like kind of not paying attention.
Yeah, we don't talk about. I don't talk about Rachel about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care.
But you talk about it like around me,
You happen to be there sometimes.
and then I play Redecor on my phone when that happens.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Redecor is where you just design a blank house or a blank room.
Yeah.
Are there in-app purchases? Like I can't like get the TV I want if is there stuff like that, hidden things like that?
There are in-app purchases, but you don't need to do it.
Okay.
You could just like do really well and then win first place a lot, and then you get a lot of money, and then you can just buy it.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah.
so it's like a level. There's levels.
Yeah.
First place. Okay.
I don't really know if there's levels, but you get put into like a group with like 10 people, and then when you're done with the room, and then that room gets voted on. And sometimes like really ugly rooms win, but I guess it's up to the audience.
Interesting. Who's the audience? The game?
Probably like 45 to like 65-year-old women is my guess.
Yeah.
Because one time I made this really ugly room that they were like, you have to design the room around this painting. And it was like this really ugly, like, I don't know, just like Target looking art. Or like something you would buy at like Ross or something.
Yeah.
And so I had to make the room like, I was like, well, I'm just going to do that thing where I do that like, that like brownish gray and then like bright yellow. Kind of like HGTV style from like 2005 era.
Yes.
Talking about?
Yeah, totally.
And it like got first place, and I was like, this is one of the ugliest rooms I've ever made in my life. But I think they liked it. They liked that.
And that was the first place winner.
Yeah. And sometimes I find the rooms on Pinterest.
Really?
Yeah, like they use like pictures as outlines for the room, and a couple times I've been like, I'm just gonna copy the room exactly like it is from Pinterest and see what happens, and I got first place.
Oh, it's like a cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Gotta find it.
Yeah, HGTV is definitely a guilty pleasure. I don't like that phrase, guilty pleasures, because I like to own up to all my pleasures, but I do love HGTV.
Well, guilty, I feel like when you say guilty pleasure, it just means like, I know it's not like highbrow. I know it's not like...
But you just got to own it.
Yeah. But
it's like, I love Sex in the City.
It's an acknowledgement that it's like, I know this isn't like great TV or great art, but I like it anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But you don't have to feel guilty about it. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I do love Sex in the City. That's another great show. And I watch it all the time. And sometimes, I kind of feel guilty watching that one.
Isn't that show so weird how like, I guess at the time it was really cutting edge.
Yeah.
So much stuff on that show that's like, that is like so backwards now.
Yeah, it's definitely dated now. But
like that one episode, she's like dating a bi guy, and it's like such a huge deal.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this whole episode is about this. And like now, like this wouldn't be an episode now.
No, it's just like something that's mentioned and they move on, you know?
Also, how is Samantha not the sex columnist?
Yeah, she's the true active one. She's the most active in the whole crew.
Yeah, she's the one with all the knowledge.
Yeah. But, you know, she's in PR.
Yeah, true. And she's also like transphobic in one of the episodes too.
Oh, yeah. She's problematic to say the least.
They're all a little bit problematic.
Really? Even Charlotte?
Charlotte?
It's Kristen Davis?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of her specifically.
Yeah.
I can't think of her being like, well,
in a way she was kind of problematic, yeah.
I can think of times that she was. Like, what about that time when she was like, wasn't she like in that lesbian episode?
Yeah, I think so.
She was like, I'm a lesbian for a week.
Yeah. I know she dated that guy from Twin Peaks for a while. That actor.
Oh yeah.
And then she like ends up with the bald Jewish guy.
Yeah, I like that guy. I like
that ends up being the perfect one for her, but she was so self-centered and like what she thought was like the perfect relationship, which I guess is like a good message for some women. Like, hey, look for the person who's nice to you and like is actually the good fit versus what you think you're supposed to be with. I don't know. Maybe that's who she represented. I
like who Miranda ended up with. I like who Charlotte ended up with. I hate who Carrie ended up with.
Big?
The whole Carrie story is awful.
Yeah.
What an awful role model to women.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's realistic in a way, but just like, how did she not end up with Aiden? It doesn't make any sense at all.
That's true. Did you watch the second movie?
I couldn't even get through like the first 10 minutes of it.
It's so bad.
My sister was like sending me like clips of like really bad movies where it's like a man will like walk into the room with his shirt off, like really muscular, and the woman will be like,
yeah.
And she was like sending me all these clips of it, and I was like, she should put that on TikTok. But I think that was she's the one from like Charlotte was like in a tent, and like some guy came in, and she was just like, oh.
It's so bad. Like one moment, like 3/4 into the movie, Carrie loses a bag, and then the next scene she gets it back. I was like, oh, okay, then what was that for? Like, why?
It was like a plot point that like they just got rid of.
That they wrapped in like a second. It was like, where's my bag? Next shot. Oh, thank you.
They just really want you to know how important bags are to her. Because nobody knows that already.
Well, and then I remember around the marketing around it was that Aiden was in the movie, and everyone's like, ooh, what does this mean? And then
what
nothing.
Did it mean?
Nothing.
Was he in it?
He was in it. For like a second. And maybe she kind of hinted that maybe she wanted to be with him, and then that was it. She went back to Big.
What?
I know, it's awful.
Big is the worst. He's literally the worst person ever.
Yeah, he's kind of weird.
Like, Big is like, who is the type of guy I would be attracted to when I'm like 18 years old.
Yeah, it's what you think like a successful man
and realize like those people are awful.
Yeah.
But she's like in her 30s when she starts dating him.
Yeah, now it's interesting watching this show also in my 30s. Like, that's supposed to be me.
Yeah, I was just watching it the other day, and Joel's watching too, and I was just like, I'm their age.
Yeah.
They still seem so much older to me.
I know. That happens a lot now as I see shows like anytime I watch old clips of The Real World, because I do like to go on YouTube and watch like the old Real World from junior high, and they're all like 22 and 24. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Wait, how do you watch it? I want to watch it. I want to watch the Hawaii one.
Oh, okay. You could probably find that. Just type in Real World Hawaii, and then they play clips. You can't find like full episodes, but like, I love Real World San Diego. That's one of my favorites.
Wait, when did that one come out?
I think I was in the 8th grade, so like 2003.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vegas was good too. I remember that, and Chicago was good too. There was like a
I'm
few
sure
seasons.
if I saw them again,
The cast.
I would remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I was dumb and I picked up syrup and I need to wash my hand now.
So when's the EP coming out?
On Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Okay, well, this will be posted later. What's this Friday's date?
July 31st.
Well, if you're listening to this, the album is already out, and I hope you've been listening and enjoying it. And yeah, what are your thoughts in the future?
On the EP? Wait.
Oh no, I think you're frozen again.
What happened?
Okay, you're back. Yeah, what are your thoughts in the future? Talking to people who are now listening to your record, now watching this.
Oh, my thoughts on the record?
Like for people who are who have already now been listening by the time this comes out.
What are my thoughts? Like, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Like, what do you want to say to the people who have
you're
been listening?
Muted.
Oh, what happened? Can you hear me now?
The heck?
Can you hear me now?
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What would you like to say to the people who have been listening to your record? Like a thank you or what?
Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Is there more music coming?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I'm working on a country album.
Oh.
And that might be done relatively soon.
Yeah.
I just wanted an excuse to have, what's it called? Pedal steel?
Totally.
Yeah, I just wanted pedal steel on it. So it's kind of like an homage to Elvis Costello's Almost Blue.
Cool.
And also I've been working on a full-length record.
Oh, wow.
It's been a little bit on hold just because of the pandemic, but we might start that stuff up again too. And then I have a bunch of other songs and I'm just trying to figure out how to do that.
How many country songs do you have?
I think we have like 8 or 9.
Wow.
2 of them are gonna be songs that I feel like fit into that style, and then the rest are covers. But I tried to pick songs that weren't necessarily like obvious country songs or country covers, just because I feel like, you can hear, you can hear country covers everywhere. So I kind of wanted to just pick something that was more like a little bit off the beaten path country songs.
Can you name a few of them?
Oh yeah. So we're doing Lost by Meat Puppets.
Cool.
And Blind Love by Tom Waits. Tear Joint by Dan Penn. That is like pretty country song already, but what else are we doing? You know other songs on there? Oh, you know what? I'm trying to do this one, Don't Come the Cowboy with Me, Sonny Jim. It's this Kirsty MacColl song.
Cool.
And I love Kirsty MacColl, and every time I try and sing it, it's the hardest song I've ever sang in my life.
Yeah.
And me and JP are just like laughing the whole time. And we're like, let's just come back to this another day because this is not going well. Like, I don't know what I'm going to have to do to be able to sing that song. But yeah. Oh, and we're going to do Stranger in the House, which is an Elvis Costello song.
Cool.
So I'll include him in there too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And did you find someone who could play pedal steel, or are you guys winging it? Or?
Yeah. I know one guy who plays, George, and he is the only person I know who plays, but he's also very good.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. There's always that one guy. I think there's like one guy in Santa Barbara who plays pedal steel and like gets him.
It's a good idea to learn to play
Yeah.
pedal steel because you're like in demand.
Yeah, you're high demand for sure.
Yeah.
I know several people who want pedal steel, to do a pedal steel song. It's so nice.
It never sounds bad. It's
Yeah,
always
it
a good
always
idea.
sounds good. Yeah, it always sounds so good. I played drums for my buddy, and he was like so insistent on doing pedal steel, and I think it sounds okay. I don't know if the track really needed it, but like he really wanted it, so he got it. Yeah.
You don't think it sounded good?
I thought it sounded fine. I don't think that song that he wrote for it, like, it benefited from pedal steel, but it sounded good. But like, didn't need it. I don't know. But then again, it's not my band. I can't make these decisions for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are things I think about. Well, all right. We can. Sorry. Now I'm thinking about that song. Now I'm like, yeah.
Wait,
Wonder what happened.
Oh, yeah.
The song I worked on that I didn't think needed it, but who am I? Well, good. Well, we could start wrapping this up. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know.
That's cool.
All right.
What's the best way for people to support Rufrano, the person, the band?
On Bandcamp probably is the best way, right?
Yeah.
There's Spotify.
Well, I don't know. You tell us.
Well, you're a musician.
But
I mean, Bandcamp is probably the best way to actually support an artist that you like. But Spotify is probably the most accessible, like convenient.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Then we'll direct people there. Go to your Spotify, go to your Bandcamp.
Apple and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hell yeah. Well, thanks for being on.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. See you, Joel.
Later.
See you guys soon.